If you're a procrastinator, you're going to want to hear about this. Today I'm talking about procrastination and how I've changed my tune on it. During my clinical practice, I can clearly go out and state that for quite some time, I've had so many clients, particularly students, for example, coming in and talking about procrastination, and something that I've been always passionate about because I'm, kind of like a get up and go and get something done guy. I think I've had a bit of a bias towards trying to find solutions, strategies, plans, tools, techniques in going out and overcoming those habits of procrastination. And I'll tell you what, I think it's been really interesting, and there's been lots that I've learnt over that time in the fancy models and methods to go out and combat procrastination. Everything from how to go out and schedule something or commit to action through to going out and setting up accountability with friends to ensure that you go and push through what you're trying to achieve. Having said that, I think I have changed my tune over the last several years around procrastination, and I'll take you through my logic and why I've done so. My experience has told me that when someone has a temperament of being a procrastinator, they're almost compelled to choose something else other than that responsibility that they're trying to go out and complete. So an example is when an assignment comes up, what someone's compelled to go out and do is actually finish watching that show that they started, or go off and play computer games, or read another book, go and eat, clean up your room, make a phone call, do a social media post. It actually doesn't even matter what it is. It could sound it could sound not enjoyable, like cleaning the house, going out and doing a spring clean of the garage, anything other than the assignment or task at hand. The function there is avoidance. What that tells me is that it's more painful to go out and sit in front of the computer, as an example, and try and bang out that assignment than it is to go out and clean out the garage or the pantry or watch that movie and so on. So the function of avoidance is very, very intense. Now, yes, my experience has told me that a lot of people can, for a short period of time at least, go out and overcome that. And so they're able to commit to action by doing a couple of hours each night or half an hour each night of that particular task, and gradually over time completing their assignment, as an example. But what I found is that most people revert back to that temperament of theirs of avoidance. And so it's got me thinking about, why are we going out and targeting that if it's based on a judgment of procrastination is wrong? And so I've started to question, what's wrong with procrastination? What's fascinating is that most of the clients that I see, even though they're procrastinating, they still go out and submit their assignments or tasks that's required. And so the procrastination is not one where they don't complete the actual task. It's one where they do it in the last minute. Now, if I reflect on myself, I am your perfect procrastinator. I do the exact same thing. My whole university was completed in the 24 to 48 hours before it was due, which really means if I had 20 assignments due, I would have had somewhere between 20 and 40 days of work where I would absolutely go out and throw everything at it, and I would do all-nighters. And that was enough to get through uni. Now, I'm sure that not every course is that you can go out and complete it in that sort of way, but it certainly was for me. And so my tune now, and my thesis, so to speak, is if you're able to go out and complete an assignment, your responsibilities in the last minute, that's your temperament, that's the way that you're inclined, you still produce a reasonable result, why are we questioning it? There's just so much, in some sense, community judgment or social judgment about it's wrong. There's a relational frame that it's wrong or bad, or you shouldn't procrastinate or do things in the last minute. I think all of our parents have probably mentioned that. And we've bought into that idea. I'm going out and tipping that on its head, and I'm asking why. A lot of people can go out and do amazing things in that last minute. As a matter of fact, I think we all surprise ourselves as to what we can achieve when when our back's to the wall and we need to go out and produce something. And so I think efficiency goes through the roof. I think creativity goes through the roof. There's a certain dynamic that occurs in pushing us to go out and complete something, and I think we get better results. So for those of you that are procrastinators, I want you to think about that. Maybe that temperament, your design, that characteristic is actually a fantastic way of being. You just need to go out and allow yourself to do so and continue to get the same results. In the meantime, procrastinate and enjoy it. Rather than feeling guilt when you're going out and watching that movie or TV show or playing games, do it guilt-free. Enjoy. Put your feet up. Why wouldn't we go out and do that? Have that rich, enjoyable life, and then when you need to, you're going to have to kind of suck eggs and just get stuck into it and say, oh, look, I can't go out tonight, or I can't go out and socialise because I've got that assignment to do and I'm going to pull an all-nighter. So it's a bit of both sides that we're going to have to be willing to give those things up when that deadline is up. But in the meantime, enjoy and relax and have a good old time. So it's food for thought, and see you next time.